Muhammad Amin was just 8 years old when he was tested positive with HIV.
Here, at his private clinic in Tonsa, sick children kept testing positive for HIV.
His fevers were so bad that he used to insist to sleep in the rain because the dramatic and drastic pains and chills would give him sensations as he had been thrown into a hot oil. And after few days, when the 8 years old Muhammad Amin contracted the virus, Asma, her 10 years old sister, was tested positive with HIV. Her mother said that this solely happened because she got her daughter and her son treated through THQ Tonsa Sharif. Yes, the government hospital at Tonsa Sharif became a source of this fatal HIV disease or infection. This infection mainly emanated from THQ Tonsa Sharif Hospital, where different injections were used on different occasions and on multiple patients without any sterility and hygienic measures.
इसके कज़न जिसको एड्स था वही सिरिंज उसको लगाई, फिर इसको लगाई और मेरे सामने 10 और बच्चों को लगाई।
HIV is actually an human immunodeficiency disease which attacks particularly your CD4 cells and compromise their ability to fight off infections. It mainly spreads through the fluid of the body like breast milk, blood and semen, and it could be spreaded through used needles and intercourses. But this Tonsa Sharif Hospital, their hygienic and sterility measures are basically the main causes and the main sources of this HIV infection. And in this particular regard, BBCI had said that these Muhammad Amin and Asma are just two of the children out of the 331 children. Yes, 331 children who had been diagnosed in the late 2024 till late 2025. BBCI had done an undercover filming for 32 hours in Tonsa Sharif in late 2025. And what they had spotted that around 66 times the nurses were injecting injections and cannulas in the patient's veins without gloves.
Syringes and vials are frequently left open alongside discarded needles.
Even if the needle from the syringe is removed or replaced, still the back body of the syringe having that medicine already and again being used on another patient for a different person could have immense potential risk for such kind of infections to be spread. You can see that how much or what kind of massive crackdown was there, that it did not prevent this infection to spread altogether, and then giving a brass neck to the authorities of hospital to say such things in response or reaction to that.
The Strait of Hormuz closed again today. Here is what happened and what it means. This morning, the strait briefly responded. Ships started moving, over a dozen tanker crossed. Then Iran's Revolutionary Guard shut it straight back down. The reason the United States is still blockading Iran's port. Tehran called it an act of treason. They said until that blockade left, Hormuz stays closed. Iranian boats even fired a merchant vessel trying to cross. Trump hit back the naval blockade stays until a deal is 100% complete. So right now, 20% of the world's oil supply is sitting behind a closed door and both sides are holding the key. This is day 50 of the US-Iran war, and here is what is happening on the ground today. Pakistan's Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir has just left Tehran after a 3-day visit, sitting face to face with Iran's president, foreign minister, parliament speaker and military commanders. At the same time, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is returning from Turkey. 2 trips, 1 mission, get Washington and Tehran back to the table in Islamabad. Pakistan already hosted the first direct US-Iran peace talk. It remains the channel both sides are still using. Trump says a deal is very close. Iran says no date is even set. That gap is exactly where Pakistan is working right now.